Hi everybody, I'm Sergio with Mobility Direct and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to review the top 3 heavy-duty mobility scooters of 2022. As you can see, these are all 4-wheel models. I have to my left, your right, starting with the Afikim Afiscooter Model S in the 4-wheel configuration, and we happen to have it with the upgraded motor package, whereas the normal version goes about 9.5 miles per hour. Here we have the Silverado Extreme, which is made by Merritt's. It's very comparable. It goes up to 9.6 miles per hour. It's a very pretty looking machine, very modern looking. And all the way to my right here, we have the brand new 2022 Baja Wrangler 2 by Pride Mobility. It's a really impressive scooter. Definitely the one with the biggest tires, and it can travel up to 11 miles per hour. Now, before I get any further into the specs, I just want to mention a few quick things. Number one, if you want a copy of our brand new catalog, all you have to do is go to our website, www.mobilitydirect.com, click on the green button at the top of every page that says free catalog. Just fill out the simple short form that pops up, and you'll get one in the mail within 1 to 2 weeks tops. I also want to say that we are doing a giveaway once a month. One lucky subscriber is going to get a free mobility scooter. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button. If you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Just hit that subscribe button and you're automatically entered into the giveaway raffle. I'm going to show the last winner on the screen so you know it's legit, and we'll be right back with you to get started with the video. All right, we're here. We're pulling up to the lucky winner's apartment building, and we're going to bring the scooter up to her door and we're going to get the reaction on video. I'm pretty excited. This is awesome. I mean, we're giving away a mobility scooter to someone that truly needs it. So stay tuned. We're going to go up the elevator. It's on the 3rd floor, and we're going to present this custom scooter to the winner.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, thank you.
You like the scooter?
Oh, it ain't for me. But who's?
We're giving this.
I was going to say, you look like you can run a marathon. You don't need a scooter.
No.
We're actually giving this one to one of the residents here on the 3rd floor. It might be your neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they entered into a giveaway raffle and they won. That's why we're getting it on camera.
So badly. Oh
Yep.
my gosh! I'm so happy for you.
Hello.
It's
The
good
new
to meet you.
scooter. This is the new. Oh, God bless you. You won.
Alright, so we're here with Gloria, and she's got her scooter that we're donating, and all she did was subscribe to our YouTube channel about a year ago. At least.
I said it's a godsend that I got this. It's a miracle, really. I needed it desperately.
Well, it's something we're really happy to be able to do, Gloria.
Thank you.
And we really appreciate those kind words. And it's pretty easy. All you have to do is subscribe. This is what we're doing here every 6 months. So if you know somebody else that could use one, please tell them about it. All right, welcome back, and good luck if you subscribed. Hopefully you're the next lucky winner. Again, we're doing a giveaway once a month. At the end of each month, we're going to announce the lucky winner. So I'm going to go ahead and get started now. I just want to give a little disclaimer. We're not going to go into the full specifications of each product here. If you want to learn about all the specs and watch an in-depth review video, we actually have separate videos specifically focusing on one model at a time. In this video, we're just going to kind of compare them all in terms of their off-road capabilities and show you what they're like when they're going up steep inclines and really rugged terrain, to show you what they're capable of. So I am gonna go ahead and just mention that we have brochures for each of these products on our website. So check the links in the description of this video and click on them if you want to see the specification sheets, the sales brochures. We have videos on our product pages. So just go to our website, search for either the Silverado, the Afikim S4, or the Wrangler, and you're going to see full product details for every single one of these products. I'm also going to link the playlists for these products as well, so you can check out the other videos that we've made for each product as well. So without further ado, I'm going to get started and kind of just give you my little 2 cents on what makes each model special. Starting with the Afikim Model S. What makes this special is it comes in a 3-wheel and a 4-wheel configuration. It has the standard 3.5-inch wide tires on the front, and in the rear you've got these huge 16-inch tires, but you can upgrade this scooter way more than any of the other models here. This scooter is so customizable. You've got these huge off-road tires that you can upgrade to that are about 6.5 inches wide, and those are actually being offered if you are interested in getting the Wrangler, which comes with really big tires, but you don't want to wait because of the back order. We're actually going to throw in the upgraded tire package for free if you mention this video while supplies last. You can also get a weather canopy that's a hard top, kind of a plastic and plexi kind of weather cover, which we'll throw on the screen, and it keeps you covered from the rain, the sun. You can even get rain sides to completely encapsulate yourself so that if it is raining, this is pretty much the only scooter that could handle rain if you get the canopy with the rain covers. It also, like we mentioned, has the upgrade option for the motor. So this has the high output motor to increase the speed. There's another upgraded motor package that increases the torque and makes it better for inclines. You can get lithium batteries straight from the factory. It will not void your warranty, but that's only available with Mobility Direct. We have an exclusive agreement with Afikim, the manufacturer, and they allow us to offer lithium batteries straight from the warehouse. You keep your warranty. And one other thing about working with us is that we are the only dealer in the world offering a 3-year service agreement for this product. So in addition to the awesome parts warranty, you're going to get a labor contract, which means for any warranty approved warranty claims, you'll not only get the replacement parts shipped out to you, but a technician will get dispatched to your home to replace those warranty covered parts. So I mean, peace of mind is just, it's there. These products are built like tanks, and that is why the manufacturer confidently includes a 3-year service agreement. No other manufacturer does that. At best, you get a 1-year service agreement with other products like the Wrangler, for example, by Pride. You get a 1-year service agreement. You do get an excellent parts warranty with all these, but I felt it's worth mentioning that you can get that service agreement up to 3 years with this model. The seat is also very customizable on this model. You can get a 2-person seat. It's a 33-inch wide seat. Now here we just have the standard 18-inch wide captain seat. You can get a 20-inch wide captain seat, 22-inch wide captain seat. The 18 is nice, but you've got several options. And the colors on these models are really nice too. I think the light package is the best out of all 3 as well. You've got this nice light bar in the front that almost looks like a light bar that fits on the front of a aggressive off-road truck. Super nice. And that's pretty much what makes the Afikim S4 my favorite in terms of off-road capabilities. And I would choose this one hands down if it was something that I was interested in purchasing for an off-road mobility scooter. All right, now I'm going to talk about the Silverado Extreme, which is made by Meritz. Meritz is a really respected manufacturer based out of Fort Myers, Florida. We work really closely with them. We love selling their products. They offer excellent support. They offer an excellent warranty. Now this scooter, what I like about it the most is that you don't really need to upgrade it, and you're going to get the most mileage out of any scooter when you order these other 2 models standard. This one, standard, can do up to 55 miles, and it keeps up with the other 2, but it's not as fast. It's safe. It has the large 3.5-inch wide tires as well, and the looks of it, I mean, it looks really, really nice. It's got this sporty black design that I think personally looks the best out of all of them. If you want something that looks like a Batmobile, this is it. And it's called the Silverado Extreme for a reason. It has a powerful motor. It can handle going on inclines, off-road, no problem, and we're going to show you how that's all done. But again, this is the one that I recommend, best value if you want something that can go a long distance without having to upgrade the batteries. I mean, you can get up to 100 miles on the Afikim, but you got to spend a little bit of coin to upgrade to the lithium motor or to the lithium batteries if you want to get even more mileage. On a standard battery, the Afikim gets about 35 miles. So 55 miles is pretty darn good. So best value in terms of travel range, and looks wise, I think this one takes it home. So if you're interested in something that looks really sporty, has a modern design, and that can go a really long distance without having to charge, the Silverado Extreme might be for you. Last but not least, the Baja Wrangler 2 by Pride Mobility. Now this also looks amazing. It just has more of a Baja off-road kind of quad four-wheeler look. So I think it also is going to be one of the best looking scooters. But not only that, this has the in my opinion, most comfortable seat. The suspension on this and the steering system, it has a dampening system on it that really absorbs the uneven terrain very, very well. It has a double padded seat, so it gives you extra comfort when you're riding for long distances. I personally think this is gonna be the most comfortable option. Not only that, it has the tires standard that are humongous and capable of handling pretty much any terrain. I actually think this one can handle rugged terrain better than any of the other two models, but the Afikim gives it a pretty darn close run for its money, especially when you get the upgraded tires. Now, the upgraded tires on the Afikim only are for the back, for the rear. On this model, you have the extra wide tires on the front and the back. So, I mean, it can really perform well, and we're gonna show you how well it performs off-road in just a minute. The next thing I want to mention about this is it's made by Pride Mobility. If you don't know about Pride Mobility, then you've probably never owned a scooter before, because Pride Mobility is the most well-known manufacturer in the industry when it comes to mobility scooters. And they recently decided to start getting into the recreational scooters, and they're doing a great job. They're releasing a bunch of new models that are super impressive. I think that this is going to be the best for going off-road, for inclines, without having to do any upgrades. So if you want something that doesn't really require too many upgrades, you can get the Wrangler 2, and right out of the box, it's going to perform extremely well. The only thing is, right now, things might change, but it is kind of hard to get because they're so popular. There's a pretty big back order on them. So if you don't mind waiting, sometimes good things come to those who wait, and it's worth the wait. So the Wrangler 2 by Pride Mobility is on the list, and these are the top 3 off-road mobility scooters of 2022. Something else that's really unique about this is back here we have a reversed backup sensor. So as you start approaching things from the rear while backing up, this will notify you with a beep so that you don't run into anything while going backwards. Something that none of these other scooters offer, and I felt it was worth mentioning. Without further ado, we're going to start test driving these scooters on the really rough terrain we have here. So let's get started.
All right, so the first test we're doing is with the Wrangler, and as you can see, it has no problem jumping over tree logs, going into mud and thick puddles. This scooter is capable of pretty much handling anything you want to throw at it. Now, you can check the specifications on our website to see the max limits on the inclines. It does have an 8-inch ground clearance, which is going to be the greatest ground clearance out of any of the scooters. And we're just transitioning over now to the Afikim Model S, which has a 5-inch ground clearance. And with the upgraded motor package, it doesn't have as much torque, but it definitely has more speed than the standard motor package. Even though it has less torque, it's still able to traverse the very, very rugged terrain here that we're demonstrating without any issues, without any hesitation. We're about to take it over that same tree log that the Wrangler just went over. Even though it doesn't have an 8-inch ground clearance, it has a 5-inch ground clearance. It did bottom out a little bit on that log, which is higher than 8 inches, but overall, it keeps up with the Wrangler, no problem, and it can handle mud and puddles just as well as the Wrangler.
All right, so here we have the Silverado, and we're going to take it on the same test ride as the other ones here. We're going to go over that log, go over some puddles, and see how it performs. We've got Drew, the CEO, here doing the ride. He's the pilot today. Let's see what it's made of.
Let's do it.
Now this one has a rear storage container, which the Afikim comes with as well. They're both locking storage containers. But the rear cage style basket is usually a little bit more practical. Usually with the rear cage style basket, you don't have to worry about opening and closing it, and it can handle a little bit more when you're grocery shopping. Whoa! And it handled it. Going through some puddles now. Kicking up some mud.
So as you can see, the Silverado Extreme has no problem going over mud, puddles, you name it. It keeps up with the best of them, and that is why it made the list for the top 3 off-road mobility scooters.
So we figure if it can handle this kind of scenario...
If you're going to spend your big bucks, then you got to see how it actually works, right?
That's right. So we're putting it through the ringer here. And what do you think, Drew? How did it handle? Pretty well compared to the others?
Yeah, I would definitely believe it handled just like the others did. It performed great.
That's the Silverado Extreme by Merritt's. So we have a hill here that's a pretty good incline. I'd say a good 20-degree incline, and in some areas even more steep, like over here, whereas here it's a little bit less of an incline. So we've got Drew. He's on the Afikim, and he's going to perform the incline test first. He's going to go straight up here, and then we're going to try it on the more steep side over here to see what it does after that. So Drew, you want to kindly go ahead and demonstrate the climbing power of the Afikim S for us?
Absolutely.
Here he goes. Now keep in mind, the upgraded motor package for speed actually reduces the torque. So if you want something that's going to give it more torque and better incline climbing abilities, we have another motor upgrade package that does just that. The one he's on now has the upgraded motor package for speed. Now he went really slow there just to see if it would make it going from almost a dead standstill, and it did not. So that just proves that you do need some speed when you're going up inclines that are pretty aggressive. So now he's backed up, picked up more speed, and it took it. So, you know, these scooters aren't perfect. You have to have realistic expectations, especially when going up inclines. All right, so we're gearing up for the second incline test on the steeper side there. Let's see what happens.
That was a test. Just wanted to see how that would handle that hole I just saw.
Wanted to make sure that the pothole on the side of the hill didn't cause any issues. And it made it. Awesome. So there you have it, folks. The Afikim S model 4-wheel and the 3-wheel, same motor, will handle well. The 3-wheel is just going to be a little less stable, but it will turn sharper. Thanks, Drew.
You're welcome.
All right, so now that we just finished up with the Afikim S model, we're going to take the Wrangler on the same incline test ride. So we've got Drew here on the Wrangler. Let's see what happens. We're going to go up the first part of the incline here, just like last time. No sweat. No sweat.
Do the stop test where you stop in front of it this time.
All right, so just like last time, he's going to stop and try to go from a dead standstill to see what happens.
This one's gonna do it.
Now, I don't know if it's going to make it. There you go. There you go. Those twin 950 watt motors, they actually do perform a little bit better on inclines compared to the S model with the high output motor package, which again reduces the torque. Now we've done another test with inclines on the Afikim S model without the upgraded motor, and it actually performed just as good as the Wrangler. So if you are going to be taking inclines, you may not want to get the speed upgrade motor and just get the high torque motor package instead. All right, so Drew's going to perform the incline test now with the Silverado Extreme to see how it does. We're going to go up the same smooth part that's mowed first with a good amount of momentum, and it should clear it no problem. I'll be very surprised if it doesn't. Oh yeah, no problem. So first test passed. Now we're going to do a standstill without any momentum to see how it does if it can make it up to the top of the hill without any momentum. Here we are, dead standstill. Now let's hit it. Okay, hey, it made it. There you go. Even at a dead standstill. So last but not least, we're gonna go up this corner here where it's a lot more aggressive, the incline, and it's got some potholes in there. We've dug out some boulders over the months here to try and get this yard cleaned up. So let's see what happens. And it passed the test. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see, these scooters made the list of the top 3 heavy-duty mobility scooters for a reason. Thank you, Drew.
You're welcome.
All right, so here I have the Silverado Extreme, and we're gonna do a little first-person view test drive video.
Oh, wait, don't go here.
Now, as you can see, it has a Delta tiller, So you could use just one hand to control it, left or right hand. And the Wrangler has the same thing. However, the S model has one throttle lever on the right hand side. So you actually do need to use your right hand to control it, the throttle that is, on the Afikim S model. Whereas on the Silverado Extreme and the Wrangler, you can use one hand because of the Delta tiller system. Now they all have automatic brakes, so you don't have to worry about braking. You just let go of the throttle and it stops. Now we're going through some mud here. No problem. Dustin, how's it feeling on the gravel here?
Honestly, you do feel a lot of the bumps. The steering's smooth, but you feel a lot of the bumps. The Afiscoot's a little smoother. What I do like is there is no hesitation with the dual motors. It's got power for anything.
So if you can't hear him, because it is kind of noisy right now, he said he really likes the Wrangler because it has no hesitation. It has the power to handle all the terrain, but you could feel the bumps quite a bit compared to the Afikim. So the Afikim's a little bit smoother. It might be that the suspension's a little bit better, but either way, they are all handling quite well, in my opinion.
Yeah, I gotta say, man, I really like the suspension on this. It's really, really, really smooth. I don't feel much of the bumps. We're on a dirt road right now. It's really, really, really smooth. I would say out of all three scooters, it's definitely the smoothest out of the three. It is not the most powerful, but it is definitely one of the top machines out there for sure.
So for those of you that couldn't hear, he said it's definitely the smoothest, most comfortable ride. Maybe not the most powerful, but it's definitely gonna have the smoothest ride out of all of them. So we're gonna continue on here down this dirt road. We're now on a paved path, but we were just on a dirt road, and we're coming up to another dirt road up ahead, just to kind of show you how it performs. All right, so now I've just switched with Dustin. Thank you, Dustin. He's on the Silverado now. I'm on the Wrangler 2, and this is supposed to go 11.5 miles per hour. And we have Drew with the Afiscooter upgraded motor package for speed that's supposed to go 12 miles per hour. I'm going top speed, so is he. And it looks like we're both pretty much keeping up with each other.
Yep.
That's pretty neat. So, you know, the weight might be worth it. Even though there's a back order on the Wrangler 2, which again might change in the future, we're still kind of feeling the effects, the aftermath of the COVID supply chain issues. But it's keeping up. The Afikim S model and the Wrangler, which does not need any upgrades to go this fast.
About a quarter mile an hour faster.
It's pretty nice. So it does look like the Afikim's picking up a little bit on us. It is rated for 12 miles per hour, but I think after we put it through the ringer here and really started heating up that motor, it might be slowing down a little bit. And that's typical sometimes when you exhaust the battery or you're going on really rough terrain for a long time. To protect itself, they kind of go into a limit mode where it limits the top speed for a little while so the motor doesn't overheat. But I think they're both very fast. You're certainly not going to be outpaced by anybody on their feet. And even most people, you know, riding a bike are going to be able to keep up with this. So there's a little drain here from the canal that comes from over there and through here. And you could see a big ditch. Nice. All right, so the same test here, going the other direction with the Silverado. Ground clearance seems to be just fine. Nice. Now we're gonna do the Wrangler, same thing. These ditches, you know, if you live on a dirt road, you gotta deal with these ditches. You wanna make sure your scooter has the ground clearance and it's not gonna bottom out and scrape up or damage the body panels while it's doing so. All right, so I want to demonstrate for you the steering system. Here's the throttle lever on the right side. It's not possible to control on the left. There's a brake, a manual brake, but again, this has automatic brakes, so you don't really need to use the brake lever. So Drew, what can you tell me about the smoothness of the Silverado compared to the Wrangler and the S model?
Well, I would say overall, on the terrain of flat grounds and even surfaces, that the Silverado Extreme is gonna win that. It is the most smooth out of all three of the scooters that we have here today. I didn't find any issues testing it on the flat grounds and flat terrain. It performs great.
So on smooth surfaces, it's the smoothest of all?
Smoothest of all.
Off-road too?
No, I would not say off-road is not, it wasn't the most smooth off-road, to be honest with you. I didn't really particularly like it on the grass either. I felt like it slowed it down a good amount and that the scooter was struggling. Then again, you know, the grass was wet, but the other two scooters didn't have that issue.
So off-road, the smoother one would be the Afikim?
For off-road, yes.
Okay, cool. Great feedback. Thank you very much. All right, so we're riding here, having a good time, doing what we love for you, all of our audiences and subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting us and watching our videos. Keep in mind that we do live stream videos the first Wednesday of every month. So if you have any technical questions, even if you're not a customer, we'll help you troubleshoot your scooter in a live stream video the first Wednesday of every month. We usually do an announcement a couple of days before to let you know what time it's going to happen, but it's usually during business hours around 12 to 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to keep going. We're going to do a couple more shots and then conclude our video. Remember, go to our YouTube channel, check out the links in the description below if you want to see full in-depth review videos of each of these models. Have a good day. Hey puppy, say to go on YouTube. Do not try this at home, folks. They're right by me. All right, everybody. Well, that's going to conclude our video. Again, we're not going to go into the complete specs of each model, but check the links in the description below so you can see our individual videos for each one of these models. I do want to mention again that if you go to our website, click on the green button to claim that free catalog and subscribe so that you can get entered into our monthly giveaway. I do want to also mention that we have another channel called Mobility Scooter Sales, which in and of itself has tons of other videos, giveaways being offered on that channel as well. So check that one out as well for double the chance at winning. You can't win if you don't play. So again, this is the Afikim Model S, the Silverado Extreme, and the Baja Wrangler 2. I hope you've enjoyed this video, everybody. My name is Sergio. I'm with Andrew and Dustin, who have helped us in the making of this video. I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, which we have done. We do it all ourselves, in-house, editing, filming, you name it. So hopefully you're enjoying this. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a great day.